One of the things that stands out to me is that Tom is action-oriented. It is not a conversation for conversation's sake. It is a conversation to facilitate an action that
I think that Tom's style of speaking is perfect. He keeps everybody engaged. The knowledge is just unbelievable. I'm on 9 nonprofit boards, and I took copious notes, and I'm going to use the 2 books from now on as a Bible.
When Tom came and spoke with our group today, and I had the opportunity to speak with my fellow board members, the resounding theme was, wow, I didn't know that. And we felt like we really got something out of today's event.
And icebreakers are good, to be expected. I did not expect to be playing rock, paper, scissors and running around behind people, cheering other people on, playing rock, paper, scissors against corporate and lawyers and other very, very professional people.
I think that what makes Tom so good as a facilitator is that he has a great presentation, but he's a great listener. And I think that might be the most important aspect of, that profession.
What set him apart from a lot of speakers that I've seen at strategic sessions is that he's listening to us. He's not just applying what he's seen in other organizations without an awareness of what we do. He really listens to what our pain points are. And we have a lot of hope here, a lot of potential. He's able to sort of facilitate with us, get the conversation going, get us to connect in ways we haven't done before, which is beyond just him speaking to us. It's us now engaging with each other like we have before.
It's not machined. It's very much a organic way of talking.
If you're thinking about hiring Tom to come and do a seminar with your group or a retreat, it would be the best money spent that you could ever do, because everyone is going to walk out much more knowledgeable. And let's face it, the more efficient that we are, the more money we're going to raise. And if we don't do that, we're not going to get efficient.
Tom is very approachable. He takes these higher level concepts that everybody really should know and distills them into something that is really accessible. And then once you've heard it from him, after reading it from the book, you go, of course, that makes sense. And so you can actually act upon what he's teaching you because you understand what it is he's asking.
Tom exceeded our expectations today by being very present, being immersed with us too, not just top down, saying this is how you should do it. I have 2 books, I've done this, I've done that. This is what I've seen work in organizations. This is what it sounds like you're saying to me about what you're doing. How about this? He weaves in suggestions in ways that make us realize he's engaged, like he's telling us to engage each other, and he has proactive solutions, like we should do the same.
One thing that I appreciate about Tom was that he told us what our goals were for the day, and then he went about meeting those goals. And for a guy like me, I'm a new board member, I really needed to understand what the purpose of our meeting was today, and Tom set that out pretty early and kept to it.
So buy the books, because this is going to be a Bible and a guideline and a lesson plan for you.
He was a part of the collaborative process today. So it wasn't just, again, top down, this is what you should do, I'm going to leave the room and come back. He was a part of the solution. That made all the difference.
Everybody enjoyed the day. Tom did a great job. Everybody felt like they got a lot out of it. The information was shared in an easy way to deal with it, and it wasn't overwhelming. It was a very concise, very well thought out, very well planned day. And Tom kept us on path without making it feel like he was keeping us on path and timing.
After today, I would tell a CEO or an owner of an organization that they should hire Tom, because if they want to make an impactful difference, a difference that really is going to move the organization from where they are now to a different plateau, they got to do something differently. They need someone who's going to think differently and move the organization differently. That's Tom.
The board at Veterans Legal Institute really wanted to have a facilitator who spoke our language, who understands the nonprofit industry, and that's what Tom Iselin brings to the table. Not only through his books that are easy to read and understand, but when he presents to us, it's easy to come out with action items in order to become a force multiplier and do more good in our community.
What we loved, and I'll say this because I'm pretty immersed with the organization, it's not just me, but we all loved about Tom, was he really cared. When he walked around from meeting to meeting, our little seminars, our little sessions we had, our little breakout sessions, he resonated with some of the words we were saying. And one of those words in my session was empathy. And he nodded his head, he came in, and he understood that we were getting the point. And so the resonance and everything that he has is just genuine and authentic.
Well, I think Tom, what really stands out with Tom is the fact that he's very engaging. He does a great job with listening to the audience and addressing all questions and responses. And he also has some very fun activities.
The real world value that I feel that I've gotten from Tom today is that he is in the world of nonprofits. He runs them, he helps them. And so I connected because I felt like Tom was giving us real experiences.
So the other participants in today's meeting were saying how involved Tom is. You know, he hasn't just run one charity, he's run multiple philanthropic organizations, and he's brought them from zero to hero in very short time. So he's actually speaking from his own personal experiences, but then correlating those to how they can be used for every nonprofit organization, not just specific ones addressing specific needs.
I would tell you how Tom exceeded my expectations was that I don't like asking for money. I was very scared about the idea of being on a board where that's going to be part of maybe our job. But Tom kind of boiled it down that it's not that complicated, and it's also can be not that uncomfortable if we have an approach and a game plan. And so for me, that's what I'm looking forward to implementing.
So Tom exceeded my expectations because I came in for a 7:30 a.m. on a Sunday meeting when it's my only day to sleep in, and I expected to see everybody around the room falling asleep or desperately chugging coffee. Instead, we came in and the pace of the talk, the information being given, the way that it was broken down, the way that there was the stand-up, the sit-down, the activity, the write, the engage, the speak, the great break into teams, there was no chance for anyone to lose interest or fall asleep because we were too busy actually participating in the talk. We were not being talked at, we were being engaged with.
If you're a CEO or a board chair, the main reason you should bring Tom into your organization is he's going to fire up your members. When we talk about team members, Tom is going to make your group feel like they're part of a team.